Imagine waking up every morning knowing you are unstoppable. Imagine having a mindset so powerful that fear no longer holds you back. What if you could eliminate doubt and dominate every area of your life, relationships, career, health, just by mastering one key principle? The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not talent or intelligence, it's certainty. The unbreakable belief that no matter what, you will find a way. In this video, we're going to dive deep into how you can cultivate that certainty, eliminate fear, and live life on your own terms. Get ready, because once you unlock this power, nothing will ever be the same. Step 1, master your mindset. Mastering your mindset is about taking control of the internal dialogue that shapes your reality. It's understanding that the way you think, the beliefs you hold, and the stories you tell yourself are the foundation of how you experience life. The mind is a powerful tool. It can either be your greatest ally or your biggest obstacle. The difference lies in how you choose to direct it. Most people let their thoughts run on autopilot, allowing fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs to dictate their actions. They become prisoners of their own mind, held back by insecurities, past failures, and imagined fears. But the truth is, your mind is a muscle, and just like any other muscle, it can be trained. Conditioning your mind is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice, a commitment to reinforcing empowering beliefs and eliminating those that don't serve you. This process begins with awareness, recognizing the disempowering thoughts that hold you back. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or what if I fail, are nothing more than mental habits, patterns ingrained over time. The good news is habits can be broken and new empowering habits can be formed. The first step is catching yourself in those moments of doubt and consciously choosing a different thought. Instead of saying, I can't, ask yourself, how can I? Instead of fearing failure, reframe it as feedback, a necessary step on the path to success. But awareness alone isn't enough. You must disrupt the negative thought patterns and replace them with thoughts that empower you. This requires mental conditioning, rituals and practices that reinforce certainty, confidence, and belief. Start your day with intentional focus. Feed your mind with positive affirmations, powerful questions, and visualization. See yourself conquering challenges, achieving your goals, and living the life you desire. Make it vivid, real, and emotional. Your mind can't tell the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's real. Use this to your advantage. Another critical aspect of mastering your mindset is managing your state. The way you use your body directly impacts your thoughts and emotions. When you stand tall, breathe deeply, and carry yourself with confidence, your mind follows. Physiology drives psychology. Motion creates emotion. If you find yourself feeling uncertain or fearful, change your posture, move your body, and speak with conviction. This instantly shifts your state, empowering you to think and act with certainty. To truly master your mindset, you must also guard what you allow into your mind. The people you surround yourself with, the content you consume, and the environment you immerse yourself in all shape your thoughts and beliefs. Protect your mind fiercely. Seek out mentors, read books that expand your thinking, and fill your environment with reminders of your goals and aspirations. Avoid the negativity and toxicity that drain your energy and focus. Surround yourself with those who challenge you to grow, who uplift and inspire you. Another key element of mastering your mindset is focusing on what you can control. So often people feel powerless because they obsess over circumstances outside their influence, other people's opinions, past mistakes, or unpredictable events. But power lies in taking responsibility and focusing on what you can do right now to move forward. Accept that uncertainty is inevitable, but refuse to let it paralyze you. Embrace the mindset that no matter what happens, you'll adapt, learn, and overcome. Your mindset also shapes the way you handle adversity. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. The difference between those who thrive and those who crumble is how they interpret and respond to these challenges. When difficulties arise, you can either see them as problems or as opportunities for growth. Those who master their mindset choose the latter. They ask empowering questions like, what can I learn from this? Or how can this make me stronger? This mental resilience turns obstacles into stepping stones. Conditioning your mind is a lifelong practice. It's not something you do once and forget. It's a commitment to growth, to challenging your limitations, and to becoming the person capable of achieving your dreams. The more you strengthen your mindset, the more certainty you'll create and the more fearless and unstoppable you'll become. Step 2, embrace the unknown. Embracing the unknown is about shifting your perspective on uncertainty and recognizing it as a natural and even necessary part of life. Most people are conditioned to fear the unknown. It's deeply ingrained in human psychology, an instinctual response meant to protect us from danger. In ancient times, the unknown often represented real threats, predators lurking in the shadows, or the unpredictability of nature. But in today's world, the fear of the unknown is rarely about physical threats. It's about the fear of failure, rejection, discomfort, or losing control. It's the fear of venturing into uncharted territory without a guaranteed outcome. This fear keeps many people stuck in their comfort zones, trapped in routines that feel safe but stifling. They choose the familiar pain of mediocrity over the potential discomfort of growth. The unknown becomes a barrier, a reason to settle, and an excuse to avoid risks. But here's the truth. Greatness, fulfillment, and extraordinary success all live beyond the boundaries of certainty. Anything worth achieving requires you to step into uncertainty and trust yourself to navigate whatever comes your way. Embracing the unknown means rewiring your brain to view uncertainty not as a threat, but as a realm of limitless possibility. It's about accepting that you can't always predict or control every outcome, but you can control how you respond. When you lean into the unknown, you open yourself up to new experiences, perspectives, and opportunities that you would never encounter if you stayed in your comfort zone. It's in this space of uncertainty that true growth happens. It's where you develop resilience, adaptability, and courage. The first step to embracing the unknown is acknowledging that certainty is an illusion. Life itself is unpredictable. Even the most carefully laid plans can go awry. The economy changes, relationships evolve, and unexpected challenges arise. The idea of total control is a comforting myth. Once you accept this, you can stop resisting uncertainty and start dancing with it. When you make peace with the unknown, fear loses its grip. You realize that uncertainty is not something to be feared, but something to be explored. This mindset shift doesn't mean you stop planning or preparing. It means you stop obsessing over needing a guaranteed outcome. You create a vision, take bold actions, and trust yourself to adapt no matter what happens. It's about focusing on the process rather than being paralyzed by the fear of failure. When you detach yourself from the outcome and commit fully to the journey, you unlock the freedom to experiment, learn, and grow. Another crucial part of embracing the unknown is reframing uncertainty as a source of excitement rather than anxiety. Think about a time when you tried something new, an adventure, a challenge, or a decision that felt risky. Yes, there was uncertainty, but there was also a sense of aliveness, a thrill that comes from stepping beyond the familiar. That's the power of the unknown. It can spark creativity, passion, and drive. When you learn to see uncertainty as an opportunity for growth, you start to crave it rather than avoid it. To truly embrace the unknown, you need to strengthen your faith in yourself. Confidence comes from experience, but courage comes from stepping into the unknown before you feel ready. The more you challenge yourself to take bold actions despite uncertainty, the more your confidence will grow. You'll develop an inner certainty that no matter what happens, you can handle it. This inner certainty is unshakable. It doesn't depend on external circumstances or predictable outcomes. It comes from knowing that even if things don't go as planned, you'll find a way to thrive. A powerful way to embrace the unknown is by asking better questions. Instead of asking, what if I fail, ask, what if I succeed beyond my wildest dreams? Instead of focusing on potential problems, focus on the possibilities. What doors could open? What lessons could you learn? How could this experience transform you? The questions you ask yourself shape your mindset and determine whether uncertainty feels threatening or exhilarating. You must also train yourself to let go of the need for guarantees. Life's greatest rewards come when you take risks, follow your instincts, and trust the process. It's about being comfortable with discomfort, leaning into fear, and understanding that growth is often messy and unpredictable. The most successful people aren't fearless. They're willing to act despite their fear. They recognize that uncertainty is the price of greatness, and they pay it willingly. Embracing the unknown also means accepting that failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone to success. Fear of the unknown often stems from a fear of failure, but failure is inevitable on the path to greatness. Those who thrive are those who fail forward, who learn, adapt, and come back stronger. When you stop seeing failure as something to be avoided and start viewing it as a critical part of growth, the unknown loses its power over you. Another important aspect of embracing the unknown is practicing gratitude and mindfulness. When you focus on the present moment instead of worrying about an uncertain future, you create inner peace. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you fear to what you appreciate. It grounds you, reminding you that you are resilient, capable, and resourceful. Embracing the unknown requires a commitment to lifelong learning. The more you know, the more adaptable you become. But true mastery is not about accumulating knowledge, it's about applying it, taking risks, and stepping into new experiences. The unknown becomes less intimidating when you see yourself as a student of life, constantly growing and evolving. Ultimately, embracing the unknown is a practice. It's a mindset you cultivate over time by consistently stepping outside your comfort zone, taking bold actions, and trusting yourself to navigate whatever comes. The more you lean into uncertainty, the more capable and resilient you become. You realize that the unknown is not something to be feared. It's the gateway to growth, adventure, and fulfillment. Step 3, condition yourself for certainty. Conditioning yourself for certainty is about training your mind and body to operate from a place of absolute confidence, regardless of the challenges or uncertainties you face. It's the process of rewiring your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors so that a state of certainty becomes your default no matter what life throws your way. This level of certainty isn't based on wishful thinking or blind optimism. It's a result of deliberate, consistent practice that builds mental, emotional, and physical resilience. Most people live in a state of reactivity, allowing external circumstances to dictate their inner state. They feel confident when things are going well, but crumble under pressure when uncertainty arises. They rely on the world to make them feel certain rather than generating that certainty from within. This approach is unreliable and unsustainable. True certainty comes from mastering yourself, not from the illusion of control over external events. Conditioning yourself for certainty begins with the mind. The thoughts you choose to focus on directly impact your feelings and behaviors. If you allow doubts and fears to dominate your thinking, certainty becomes impossible. The key is to take control of your internal dialogue. This means consciously choosing empowering thoughts, focusing on solutions instead of problems, and reinforcing beliefs that support your goals. It's not enough to simply reject negative thoughts. You must actively replace them with thoughts of confidence, strength, and certainty. One of the most powerful ways to condition yourself for certainty is through affirmations and incantations. Affirmations are positive statements you repeat to yourself to reinforce empowering beliefs. However, simply saying words without emotion won't create change. That's where incantations come in. They involve speaking with intensity, emotion, and conviction. By engaging your physiology, your tone of voice, facial expressions, and posture, you link the words to powerful feelings. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to associate confidence and certainty with those statements. Visualization is another critical tool in conditioning yourself for certainty. The brain doesn't distinguish between vivid imagination and reality. When you visualize yourself succeeding, overcoming obstacles, and dominating challenges, you create neural pathways that mirror the experience. This mental rehearsal builds certainty because your mind becomes familiar with the feeling of success before it even happens. The more you visualize your desired outcomes, the more real and attainable they become. Visualization also reduces fear because you've already lived the experience in your mind. Creating a powerful morning routine is essential for conditioning yourself for certainty. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. A strong morning routine primes your mind and body for certainty by reinforcing positive habits. This can include practices like meditation, exercise, gratitude journaling, and setting clear intentions for the day. By conditioning your mind every morning, you build momentum and confidence that carries you through any challenges. Physical state management is a crucial component of conditioning certainty. The way you use your body directly influences your emotional state. When you stand tall, breathe deeply, and move with power, your body sends signals to your brain that you're confident and in control. On the other hand, slumped posture, shallow breathing, and sluggish movements create feelings of uncertainty and weakness. Mastering your physiology means intentionally adopting a posture of confidence, especially when you don't feel certain. Over time, this habit conditions your mind to associate strong, confident posture with certainty. Another essential practice is anchoring, a technique where you associate a physical gesture or action with a state of certainty. By repeatedly linking a specific movement like clenching your fist or tapping your chest to powerful emotions, you create a trigger. Over time, this gesture can instantly evoke feelings of confidence and certainty whenever you need them. Anchoring is a powerful way to condition yourself to access certainty on demand, even in high-pressure situations. The environment you immerse yourself in also plays a significant role in conditioning certainty. Surround yourself with people who challenge, inspire, and elevate you. Seek out mentors, coaches, and peers who embody the certainty you desire. Avoid toxic environments and individuals who drain your energy and reinforce doubts. The conversations you engage in, the books you read, and the content you consume all shape your beliefs and mindset. By choosing a positive, empowering environment, you create a constant flow of reinforcement for certainty. Conditioning yourself for certainty requires the practice of stacking small wins. Confidence isn't built overnight, it's forged through consistent action. Every time you push through fear, take decisive action, and achieve a goal, no matter how small, you reinforce the belief that you are capable and unstoppable. These wins create momentum and build an internal track record of success. When faced with bigger challenges, you can draw on this reservoir of past victories to fuel your certainty. One of the most effective ways to condition yourself for certainty is by managing your focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. If you constantly focus on what could go wrong, your mind will find evidence to support those fears. Instead, focus on your goals, strengths, and the steps you can take to move forward. Train yourself to ask powerful questions that direct your mind towards solutions and possibilities. Instead of asking, what if I fail, ask, how can I succeed, or what's the best outcome I can create? This habit of focusing on what you can control builds certainty and confidence. Consistent growth and learning are fundamental to conditioning certainty. When you commit to lifelong learning and self-improvement, you expand your skills, knowledge, and capabilities. This growth creates genuine confidence, an unshakable belief in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. The more you grow, the more certainty you develop. Ultimately, conditioning yourself for certainty requires a deep commitment to daily practice. It's about developing unbreakable habits and rituals that reinforce certainty in every aspect of your life. It's not something you do occasionally, it's a way of living. When you make this commitment, certainty becomes a natural, automatic response to any situation. You stop relying on external validation and start generating certainty from within. This level of confidence becomes a force that drives you forward, allowing you to take massive action and dominate in every area of your life. Step 4, channel fear into power. Channeling fear into power is about transforming a natural instinctual response into a driving force that propels you forward instead of holding you back. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions we experience, and it's deeply rooted in our biology. It's a survival mechanism designed to protect us from harm by triggering the fight, flight, or freeze response. In moments of real danger, this reaction can save your life, but in modern life, fear often manifests as anxiety, doubt, and hesitation, paralyzing emotions that prevent you from taking action and achieving your true potential. The problem isn't fear itself, it's how most people react to it. When fear arises, many interpret it as a sign to retreat, avoid risks, or stay in their comfort zones. They allow fear to dictate their actions, limiting their growth and opportunities. But fear can be a tremendous source of power if you learn how to harness it. The goal is not to eliminate fear, because fear is inevitable, but to use it as a catalyst for greatness. The most successful people in the world don't live without fear. They learn to leverage it. The first step to channeling fear into power is understanding the true nature of fear. Fear is simply energy, an intense surge of focus and awareness. In threatening situations, your body releases adrenaline, heightening your senses and preparing you for action. This surge can feel overwhelming, but it's also an incredible resource. The problem is that many people interpret this energy as a sign to stop. They associate the physical symptoms of fear, racing heart, sweaty palms, shortness of breath, with weakness or danger. But in reality, it's your body gearing up to perform at its peak. When you reframe fear as energy, you can use it to your advantage. To channel fear into power, you must change your relationship with fear. Instead of seeing it as a barrier, recognize it as a signal that you're about to grow. Fear often arises when you're on the brink of something significant, something that challenges you to step outside your comfort zone. When you feel fear, it's a sign you're facing an opportunity to become stronger, more resilient, and more capable. This shift in perspective turns fear from a stopping point into a starting point. One of the most effective ways to channel fear is to confront it directly. Avoiding fear only makes it stronger. The longer you run from what scares you, the more power it gains over you. But when you face fear head on, you rob it of its control. The anticipation of fear is often far worse than the experience itself. The moment you step into what you fear, the illusion starts to crumble and you realize you're far more capable than you imagined. Each time you confront fear, you build confidence and fear's grip weakens. Breathing techniques are also powerful tools for channeling fear into power. Fear triggers a stress response in your body, causing shallow, rapid breathing. This type of breathing sends signals to your brain that you're in danger, intensifying feelings of panic. By consciously controlling your breath, you can calm your nervous system and regain control. This simple practice interrupts the fear response and shifts your body into a state of clarity and focus. When you breathe deeply, you're telling your brain that you're safe and ready to face the challenge. Transforming fear into power also requires shifting your focus. Fear thrives when you concentrate on worst-case scenarios, on everything that could go wrong. This mental fixation creates a loop of anxiety and paralysis. Instead, direct your focus toward what you can control. Ask yourself powerful questions like, what's the best outcome I can create? Or how can I turn this challenge into an advantage? The quality of your questions determines the quality of your life. When you focus on solutions and possibilities, fear loses its hold, and your mind becomes a powerful tool for progress. Another way to channel fear into power is by using it as fuel. Fear is intense energy that can either immobilize you or drive you to take massive action. The key is to redirect that energy toward productive outcomes. Instead of letting fear paralyze you, let it push you forward. For example, if you fear failure, use that fear to fuel your determination and preparation. Let it motivate you to work harder, learn more, and refine your skills. The fear of regret, of looking back and realizing you didn't live up to your potential, can be a powerful motivator. When you use fear as a driving force, it becomes a powerful ally rather than an enemy. Visualization is another powerful technique for transforming fear into power. The brain cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you visualize yourself overcoming fear and achieving success, you condition your mind to see fear as conquerable. Picture yourself facing your fear, feeling the intensity, and then pushing through it with courage and strength. See yourself succeeding, handling the challenge with confidence, and feeling the rush of victory. This mental rehearsal builds neural pathways that reinforce confidence and certainty. It's also essential to embrace the idea of acting despite fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward even when fear is present. Action is the antidote to fear. When you take action, fear loses its grip because your mind becomes focused on the task at hand rather than the fear itself. The more you act in the face of fear, the less intimidating it becomes. Consistently choosing courage rewires your brain to associate fear with action, not paralysis. Reframing fear as excitement is another effective strategy. The physiological responses of fear and excitement, racing heart, sweaty palms, adrenaline rush, are nearly identical. The difference lies in interpretation. When you tell yourself, I'm excited instead of I'm scared, you shift from a state of anxiety to anticipation. This mental reframe changes the way you experience fear and turns it into a positive force. Channeling fear into power also involves embracing failure as a necessary part of growth. Fear of failure is one of the most paralyzing fears people face, but failure is simply feedback, an opportunity to learn, adapt, and become stronger. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than others have tried. They see failure not as a reflection of their worth, but as a stepping stone toward mastery. When you stop fearing failure and start embracing it, fear becomes a motivator rather than a deterrent. Another key to channeling fear is to attach massive meaning to your goals. When your vision is compelling enough, fear becomes insignificant. A purpose that excites you, moves you, and drives you will make fear irrelevant. When you're deeply committed to a mission, the fear of not achieving it becomes far greater than any fear of failure or discomfort. The desire to fulfill your purpose overshadows the fear, pushing you to take bold action. Channeling fear into power requires mental conditioning. It's a practice that must be repeated consistently. You can't wait until fear arises to decide how you'll handle it. You must prepare yourself daily by reinforcing empowering beliefs, practicing mental techniques, and conditioning yourself to respond to fear with courage and action. Over time, this process rewires your brain so that fear triggers power instead of paralysis. The more you condition yourself, the more natural it becomes to face fear head on and transform it into a driving force for success. Step 5, take decisive action. Take decisive action is the ultimate expression of certainty and power. It's the moment when thoughts, beliefs, and plans transform into reality. Many people spend their lives hesitating, overthinking, and waiting for the perfect moment, never realizing that certainty is built through action, not contemplation. Decisive action means making bold, committed moves toward your goals, even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. It's about trusting yourself enough to take the leap and adjust as you go, rather than waiting for all the answers before you begin. Indecision is a silent killer of dreams. Creates a state of paralysis where fear, doubt, and uncertainty grow stronger. When you hesitate, you reinforce the idea that you're not ready or capable, feeding your inner critic and eroding your confidence. You become trapped in a cycle of analysis paralysis, constantly weighing options, imagining worst-case scenarios, and convincing yourself you need more information before you act. This hesitation drains your energy, dilutes your focus, and robs you of momentum. True power lies in making decisions quickly and committing fully. Successful people understand that decisions shape destiny. They know that life rewards those who are bold enough to take risks and make things happen. Decisive action requires courage. Courage to embrace uncertainty, risk failure, and move forward without guarantees. But the alternative, staying stuck and letting fear dictate your choices, leads to a life of regret and missed opportunities. Taking decisive action means trusting your instincts and listening to your inner voice. Deep down, you often know what needs to be done, but fear and doubt cloud your judgment. You convince yourself you need more preparation, more time, or more certainty. But the truth is, the perfect moment rarely comes. If you wait until you feel completely ready, you'll never act. Confidence doesn't come before action. It's a result of taking action repeatedly, even when you're unsure. One of the keys to taking decisive action is to focus on the decision-making process, not the outcome. People often hesitate because they fear making the wrong choice, but inaction is often the worst decision of all. The power of decision lies in the commitment it creates. Once you decide, you eliminate options, focus your energy, and unleash your full potential. You become unstoppable, because your mind is no longer scattered by conflicting thoughts. Commitment is critical. Decisive action means burning the boats, leaving yourself no option but to succeed. When you commit fully, you remove escape routes, eliminating the temptation to back out or settle for less. It's a mindset of do or die, where failure is not an option and success is the only outcome. This level of commitment activates your inner resources, driving you to find solutions, push through challenges, and make things happen. Taking decisive action requires you to get comfortable with discomfort. Growth and success don't happen in your comfort zone. When you make bold decisions, discomfort is inevitable. You'll feel fear, uncertainty, and resistance. But discomfort is a sign of progress. It means you're stretching beyond what's familiar and safe. The key is to reframe discomfort as a signal of growth rather than a threat. When you willingly step into discomfort, you train yourself to handle challenges with confidence. Another crucial aspect of decisive action is speed. Speed matters in life and business. Momentum creates progress, and progress builds confidence. The faster you act, the more ground you cover and the more you learn. Taking fast, imperfect action beats waiting for perfection every time. Speed allows you to adapt, learn from your mistakes, and refine your approach along the way. It's about building momentum rather than trying to get everything right before you start. Clarity also plays a vital role in taking decisive action. The clearer you are about your goals, values, and priorities, the easier it becomes to make decisions. When you know what you truly want, indecision fades away. You're no longer distracted by unimportant options or paralyzed by doubt. Clarity gives you the power to say no to distractions and focus on what truly matters. This focus amplifies your results and propels you forward with certainty. Taking decisive action also means embracing failure as part of the journey. Fear of failure is a major reason people hesitate. They worry about making mistakes, being judged, or losing what they've worked for. But failure is a stepping stone to success. It's a source of learning, growth, and resilience. Every failure brings you closer to mastery. When you shift your mindset from fearing failure to welcoming it as a teacher, you unlock the power to take massive action without hesitation. Decisive action is about making the best decision you can with the information available and committing fully. You don't wait for all the pieces to align or for every detail to be perfect. You make a choice, act boldly, and trust yourself to handle the consequences. Action creates clarity. Each step you take reveals new insights and possibilities that were invisible from a place of inaction. This process of constant action, reflection, and adjustment leads to success far faster than overthinking ever could. Taking decisive action requires discipline. Discipline is the ability to follow through on your commitments even when motivation fades or challenges arise. It's about doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. Discipline builds consistency, and consistency creates results. When you train yourself to act decisively and consistently, you become unstoppable. You develop a reputation for getting things done and commanding respect from yourself and others. Taking decisive action also means letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism is a trap that keeps you stuck in preparation mode. It convinces you that your work isn't good enough and that you need more time. But perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist. The pursuit of perfection paralyzes you and robs you of progress. High achievers don't aim for perfection, they aim for excellence. They take action, learn from their mistakes, and constantly improve. It's also essential to develop a habit of making quick decisions on small matters. This habit trains your brain to act decisively on bigger issues. When you practice making fast decisions, like choosing what to eat or how to spend your free time, you build the muscle of decisiveness. Over time, this skill becomes second nature, allowing you to make high-stakes decisions with speed and confidence. Taking decisive action requires emotional mastery. You can't let your emotions control your decisions. Fear, doubt, and uncertainty are normal, but they can't dictate your actions. Emotional mastery means acknowledging your feelings without letting them paralyze you. It's about acting in alignment with your goals and values, regardless of how you feel in the moment. This emotional strength builds the confidence to face challenges head on. Ultimately, taking decisive action is a choice, a decision to live life on your terms rather than being a victim of circumstance. It's about seizing control of your destiny and shaping your future through consistent, powerful actions. Decisiveness is the bridge between intention and results, and those who master it achieve greatness. 6. Build unstoppable momentum. Building unstoppable momentum is the key to achieving massive success and dominating in life. Momentum is the force that carries you forward, amplifying your efforts and making progress easier and more natural over time. It's the difference between feeling stuck and struggling to move forward versus feeling powerful and unstoppable. When you have momentum on your side, you can accomplish far more than you ever thought possible, often with less effort. It's a self-sustaining cycle where success breeds more success, and each achievement propels you toward your ultimate vision. The challenge is that momentum doesn't happen by accident. It's something you create intentionally. Many people wait for motivation to strike before they take action, but this approach is backward. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes based on your emotional state. If you rely solely on motivation, you'll only act when you feel inspired, which is inconsistent and unsustainable. Momentum, on the other hand, is built through consistent action. Whether you feel motivated or not, it's about committing to your goals and taking steps toward them every single day, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. Momentum begins with the decision, a firm commitment to move forward no matter what. Decisiveness is the spark that ignites momentum. When you make a decision and eliminate all other options, you free yourself from doubt and hesitation. You don't waste energy second-guessing yourself or entertaining distractions. Instead, you channel all your focus and effort toward your goal. This clarity and commitment are the foundation of unstoppable momentum. Many people underestimate the power of small incremental steps because they seem insignificant in the moment, but it's the compounding effect of these actions that creates massive results. Just like a snowball rolling down a hill, small actions accumulate, gain speed, and become an unstoppable force. Whether it's dedicating time each day to learn a new skill, working out consistently, or making daily progress on a project, these small actions build the habit of progress. Consistency is the backbone of momentum. It's not about doing extraordinary things occasionally. It's about doing ordinary things consistently. Consistency builds discipline and mastery, turning actions into habits. When your actions become automatic, you no longer have to rely on willpower or motivation. The habit itself carries you forward. Consistency also creates confidence. Each time you follow through on your commitments, you prove to yourself that you're capable, reliable, and disciplined. This self-belief fuels even greater action, reinforcing the cycle of momentum. The importance of quick wins cannot be overstated when it comes to building momentum. Quick wins are small, achievable victories that provide immediate positive reinforcement. They build confidence, motivation, and excitement. When you achieve a quick win, your brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation. This chemical reward reinforces the behavior and drives you to keep going. Quick wins create a sense of progress, which is critical for sustaining momentum. That's why it's essential to break big goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Each completed task brings you closer to your goal while fueling your drive to keep moving. Another critical aspect of momentum is focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. Distractions and scattered attention are the enemies of momentum. If you constantly shift from one goal or task to another, you'll struggle to build any real momentum. To create unstoppable momentum, you need to concentrate your energy on a specific target. This doesn't mean neglecting other areas of your life, but it does mean prioritizing the actions that move you closer to your primary goal. Focus allows you to make consistent progress, and consistent progress builds momentum. Tracking your progress is a powerful way to maintain and accelerate momentum. When you measure your progress, you create a feedback loop that reinforces positive behavior. Tracking helps you see how far you've come, recognize patterns, and make adjustments when necessary. It also provides a sense of accomplishment and motivation to keep going. Whether you use a journal, planner, or digital app, tracking your progress keeps you accountable and focused on the journey. One of the biggest challenges to momentum is the inevitable obstacles and setbacks that arise along the way. Many people lose momentum when they encounter difficulties because they interpret setbacks as signs of failure. But setbacks are a natural part of any worthwhile journey. The key is to reframe them as learning opportunities rather than roadblocks. When you adopt a growth mindset, believing that challenges make you stronger, you stay resilient and keep pushing forward. Obstacles become stepping stones, and each one you overcome adds to your momentum. Surrounding yourself with the right environment is crucial for maintaining momentum. Your environment influences your mindset, habits, and behaviors. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, distractions, or unsupported people, your momentum will suffer. On the other hand, a positive, supportive environment propels you forward. This includes surrounding yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and support you. Being around driven, high-achieving individuals creates a culture of progress that pushes you to stay committed and focused. Momentum also thrives on celebration and appreciation. Many people make the mistake of never acknowledging their progress because they're always chasing the next goal. While ambition is essential, it's equally important to recognize and celebrate your achievements, big and small. Celebrating progress reinforces positive behavior and keeps you motivated. It also reminds you of how far you've come, which fuels your confidence and commitment to keep moving forward. Building unstoppable momentum requires managing your energy effectively. Consistent, focused action requires energy, and if you neglect your physical and mental well-being, momentum will suffer. Prioritizing sleep, nutrition, exercise, and stress management ensures you have the vitality to sustain momentum over the long term. High energy levels enhance focus, discipline, and productivity, essential ingredients for maintaining momentum. The power of visualization cannot be overlooked in building momentum. When you vividly imagine your goals and see yourself achieving them, you create a powerful sense of certainty. Visualization conditions your mind for success by making your goals feel real and attainable. It also programs your subconscious mind to seek opportunities and solutions that align with your vision. By visualizing success daily, you build the emotional drive needed to keep moving forward even when motivation wanes. Creating accountability is another powerful strategy for building momentum. When you make your goals public or commit to someone else, you create external pressure to follow through. Accountability partners, coaches, or mentors can provide support, encouragement, and constructive feedback. Knowing that someone is counting on you to follow through increases your commitment and consistency. Momentum is also about continuous improvement. It's not just about taking action, it's about refining and optimizing your actions over time. The Japanese concept of kaizen emphasizes the importance of small, consistent improvements. Each day, seek to get a little better, whether it's refining a skill, streamlining a process, or increasing your efficiency. These small improvements compound over time, creating unstoppable momentum toward mastery. Ultimately, momentum is built by taking action, staying consistent, and refusing to give up, no matter how challenging the journey becomes. It's about harnessing the power of focus, discipline, and persistence to create unstoppable forward movement. Once momentum is on your side, even the biggest obstacles become minor bumps on the path to success. Momentum is the force that allows you to dominate in life, not by waiting for the perfect moment, but by creating it through relentless, focused action. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that certainty isn't a gift, it's a choice. It's a mindset you cultivate, a habit you strengthen, and a way of living that shapes your destiny. Life will always present challenges, uncertainty, and fear, but the power to rise above it all lies within you. Master your mindset, embrace the unknown, condition yourself for certainty, channel fear into power, take decisive action, and build unstoppable momentum. These principles are not just ideas, they're the blueprint for living a life on your terms, a life of purpose, passion, and limitless potential. The question now is simple: will you let fear and uncertainty dictate your life, or will you seize control and become the architect of your destiny? The power's in your hands. Decide today to eliminate fear, dominate your life, and create the extraordinary future you deserve. Step boldly into your greatness, because the world needs more people who refuse to settle, people who dare to live with absolute certainty. This is your moment. Claim it.